日本チームの小島良一です、今日初めてオーストラリアとのゲームやってすごいとても満足しています。日本に来る前からみんなと、楽しいプレーをしようと思ってやってきたので、それができてすごい大変満足しています。でオーストラリアの人たちもかなり温かい声援を送ってくれたのでとてもありがたく思ってます。どうもありがとうございました。 Thank you very much.
Big League Video is proudly brought to you by Carlton and United Breweries, Footy Tab, Cathay Pacific Airlines and Coca-Cola, the official soft drink of the New South Wales Rugby League.
My name is Michael. I live in Moscow.
Two coconuts clashed together, mate, it explodes just like that.
They see this as a gladiator sport.
Hello, this is Johnny Gibbs and it's great to be with you on the Big League Video for the first episode of 1994. I've just taken a little bit of time off from the Footy Tab Big Mouth selection panel to present this exclusive highlights package of this year's Coca-Cola World Sevens tournament. As it usually is for the big events in the greatest game of all, the Sydney Football Stadium is in tip-top shape for the tournament, and that should clear the way for the fast and furious footy that we've come to expect of the Sevens. This is the third year of the World Sevens, and thankfully the conditions are a little bit more favourable than they were 2 years ago for the very first three-day extravaganza, where Martin Defia's glamorous Wigan side stole the limelight.
Oettinger comes inside as they run the angle. Cut down by Kevin Walters, but not held. Sean Edwards again. Away from Khan. Arc-like run, losing some ground. Bell for Ofire.
He's trouble.
Ofire stretching out now over the halfway. Beats the last line of defence. And Martin Ofire goes in for his third try in the cup final.
Oh, brilliant play by Ofire. Showed more toe than a Roman sandal there.
Ofire out to Betts. Betts steaming down the sideline. Langer to beat. Khan comes at him. Ofire gets number 4.
Well, it wouldn't be anyone else, would it? The best thing to ever happen.
What do Fatty Horton, Moose Mossop, Blocko Roach, Roy Masters, Debbie Spillane, John Gibbs, Zorba, Hollywood and Peter Frolingos have in common? This season, they're all giving their Footy Tab tips every week. This season they are the Footy Tab Big Mouths. To challenge these big mouths, all you have to do is... Put your money where your mouth is. Footy Tab. Entries close 7:30 p.m. Footy Tab, Friday.
Unfortunately or fortunately, depending on which way you look at it, Wigan opted not to defend their title at the 1993 World Sevens, and so it was left to the traditional rivals in eastern suburbs and Manly to arm wrestle for the honours.
And Danny Moore comes up to the dummy half position to give to Cunningham, now Iro. Namu going inside, and Elsgood makes ground down the left flank. He'll make it. Daffy can't catch him. The Eagles are back square. This is young Ricketson. Oljunik brings him down on that 40-metre line. Freeman coming back to a wide blind. He gets into some space. Freeman still in front of them by a pretty big margin. He's running away from them. But I don't know whether Gary Freeman thought he had that much boot. Blazak to play it. Salvatore sweeps it for Freeman. Freeman holds it back. Now it's Casado. Casado, a big dummy, straight through the gap. Tony Casado scores for Eastern Suburbs. Asler. Iro. Gene Namu. Now, Elsgood. Freeman, he beats him. He's gone down to the 20. They're not going to catch Elsgood, so Manly picks up another 4. 1 minute and 40 seconds to go. They're trailing 18-12.
Well, that's enough of the past. Let's move on now to the present, as 27 teams from the 4 corners of the globe limber up with their eyes on this year's Coca-Cola treasure chest. Settle back and enjoy a feast of fabulous football on Big League Video. Proudly brought to you by Footy Tab, Carlton and United Breweries, Cathay Pacific and, of course, Coca-Cola.
Grown in numbers as Nathan Brown turns it back inside for Goldthorpe. Draws the defence. They try to get outside. Maybon puts Walker infield and he's wrapped up and put away. So an unusually long period of time without a point being scored. Keeping in mind that league players have had to adjust to sevens football. It was quite foreign to them 6-7 years ago. Walker now runs a nice angle. May have given the pass too early. Brad Mackay takes a tackle. Maybon stands and offloads brilliantly for a little man. Mackay for Walker. Walker's in. First try of the match, and it was a beauty. And Rod Maybon's effort was superb. He puts it down 20 metres out. Balmain attacking. Lions a dummy half. Works the run round with Will Robinson. And now into a gap and going in to score for the Tigers, Richie Connell. This is Hardy. Tackle for St George. Footy Tab closed at 6 o'clock Sydney time. And Balmain, the distinct outsider in this game. I'll give you the approximates in a moment, but Blackett is heading for the corner, trying to get in closer. They shepherd him away, though, to the sideline. What a start to the Coca-Cola World Sevens, as a draw seems as though it's on the cards. Saints, though, throwing it out at Balmain now, and down the sideline and running for the line as Mundine. He puts it over in the corner. Mundine snatches victory for the Saints with the siren in the background.
There he is again. And nice passing, nice backing up from the Newcastle side. Haynes go out wide, gets to the quarter, inside the corner, and still going and will score.
That's sensational. That's the best try of the match by a mile.
Riolo again, the long cutout pass has gone through the hands of John Britton. They've kept it alive, however, and still alive. And is this the reply? Yes, it is.
They've got a lot of good ball players out there, Newcastle. This is Robbie O'Davis, one of the best finishers. Great work. Ainscough follows around. That's great sevens play again, keeping alive. Good work by Robbie O'Davis to have the foresight to know that his man was going to be there. They'll also look for Ewan McGrady out there in the number 6 jersey. Just threw a lovely little pass to one of his support players, looking for a new lease of life after leaving Canterbury, and there he is.
There he is, like a bolt of lightning, through the centre. They're chasing Wendell Saylor, but McGrady, yes!
One of the West players down in defence here, so they've put one man short. Brisbane will score.
Lazarus pushes it. John's on for Renoff. Renoff for Saylor. Saylor does the job. He gets away from one, steps inside another, and he puts it down.
Hi, I'm Willie Kahn, and I'm a Footy Tab Big Mouth.
Good fortune. They lost to Canterbury in the first round. Then they beat the New Zealand side, and they lost the trophy grand final to South Sydney.
Great
Here
ball.
they are, looking good, though. Renoff outside his man, and that is put away the glass.
They don't mind how much ground they look like losing, as long as they keep the ball alive. As Cuba Wide does exactly that, picks up Saru. It is the last tackle.
Trying to keep the ball alive. Savatabua was there to pick it up. It's gone out to Nandruku. A long pass out to Nalagaliga. Back to Savatabua. And here comes Noah Nandruku. The big step, and Fiji's going to score. Here comes Van der Merwe, keeping the ball alive. Back for Brighton back. Long pass out for, I think it's Van der Merwe. He's in to score.
And Ili Toga is playing for West, so they're going to see plenty of them this year.
Okay, Kadrokia. Got a pass back inside for Savatabua, and Savatabua is going to score. Sakai Savatabua.
A little bit of antagonism there, but the smile on the face eventually from Savatabua.
Just 15 metres out, or at least 30 metres out from the South African line.
Great tackle from Mark Johnson there, the number 10 for South Africa in the previous players. Saru goes back centre field. What about this for ball movement? Stringing together pass after pass. Eventually something will give. There it is. A good chase.
Noah Nandruku stepping one way. He's not held. Gets up and will score again.
Meany. Oh, shall I?
Now the Fijians trailing. Savatabua getting it back for Noah Nandruku. Inside pass for Nalagaliga. Back it comes for Savatabua. Inside, looked like, who is that? That's Dukatoga. And he's underneath the black dot to score. Mike Dwyer plays it 10 metres out. Here comes New, the ball's still loose. Play on, says the referee. And the Americans are in to score.
They're getting better, the American sides, aren't they? This is the third year they've been out to Australia for the Sevens, and they haven't gone too bad today. I mean, France, the game's been played in that country for 155 years, around, give or take 20 or 30, I suppose. Anyway, they're going all right, the Septics, they're going good.
Here is David Despin getting it back for, I think that's Claude Savant again. It is. Savant is going to score another France try.
Hi, this is Scott Wilson. Make sure you put your money where your mouth is on Footy Tab.
The roll, Michael Buettner in the front row, along with Andrew Patmore. Canterbury win the scrum, come to Dallas, the speed man, and will that...
Well, it's Stu Galbraith chasing. Well, Simons it is, Wayne Simons, but not a hope in the world of running him down. Dallas won the Rugby League Sprinter of the Year last year. Chance for Parramatta to come back to level. Down 10-6, Speechley, he's dictating the play. Buettner heads for the line. Now, Darren Smith turning it from left across to the right of the park. Oh, Dallas is with him. Here's danger. Oh, it's more than danger. It's a catastrophe on the right. Yeah, South Sydney, Gary, you're right, in the old familiar red and green bars. I think it's called cerise and green in reality, and of course the black shorts. And Craig Field makes a little sprint up the middle of the ground. That's Trendall. Souths get a try. Some of the memories come flooding back through the mind as you see this old jumper for Souths, the black shorts and what have you. Some of the great players that have worn these numbers down through the years. Keogh. Smith supports. Cut out pass wide. Wirrett's flying now. Now you'll see the fastest man in rugby league. Shane Wirrett delighting the crowd. South need a try, and they need it very quickly. Trindle sweeping it back. Wilson, Field. This is the number 9, Paul Mellor. Can he improve the position of it? Keogh back and across for Prothero. He gets outside the 30. Oh, yes, he's picked up Wirrett. Wirrett screamed at him on the outside, and away he goes again. I'll tell you what, it's been a game chase, though, by the Rabbit. This is their last. They're wide to the right, Manly. They've nearly got a score if they keep pushing. Lions away for Ridge. Here comes the try for young Jack. The rookie of the year gets it, Elstrud out wide. Oh, gee, Cunningham took a shot that might have wrapped him across the right jaw. He's okay. Cliff Lyons promotes it across for John Hopewadi. The ball goes recklessly back, picked up by Lyons quickly. Kosef tries to fend. He succeeds. Lyons runs into traffic, finds Ridge. Ridge said, let's get out of here. Wide pass. Terry Hill. He puts on the speed, gets it inside the 20 and the 10 and the try line. Kosef. Very busy, Nick Kosef. He must be pleasing the Manly fans, and this is Gardner down the left flank. I don't know that he's got the pace. Oh, this man has. He's going to run straight out of the park. Danny Moore. Big Danny Moore gets a try.
Switch of play between Taylor and Soden. Backing up is Billy Moore. Billy Moore's got some room to move, and alongside him is Jason Taylor. And there he goes for his try for North Sydney. Right underneath the black dot.
Trailing by 12. If North Sydney were to register any more points, then it just becomes too big a hurdle. Jason Taylor does some fancy footwork. Trying to link up with players now. He's done that. Finds Soden, who in turn finds Florimo. Over good defence there, except the ball was allowed to be passed, and that's defeated the whole purpose. Mark Soden's got support, throws it to Edwards. He'll score, will he? Yes, he will. Too much pace.
Yeah, great play by the Bears, keeping that ball alive. Some very ordinary defence by the Gold Coast in the finish.
They will rip right in from the word go here.
So would he tackle himself, Suzuki?
Oh,
what about that one? Oh, get that into Matsunaga. He's crunched him.
Isi Tapalulu coming in over
the top. It was Tapalulu, yeah. What a Lulu.
Oh, thank you.
Big hit of the week. Now, here comes Tonga. Manu Lavaka figuring prominently and getting it away to Jimmy Velcoso. And Jimmy's in the score.
I think Suzuki's just about run out of gas. He's taken it up about 46 times.
And the big fellow, Tapalulu's put his arm up. He wants to get out there for a rest. He's done a bit of work so far. The little kick ahead by Ogawa. In the goal.
Oh, that's a try.
In for a try. Well, Japan comes back at Tonga. Tonga back in possession now. Kushi Fukuda finds a gap, and he's going to score. Kushi's going to go and score another try for Tonga. Kushi Fukuda.
Tonga's looking to attack now 40 metres out from their own line.
Here's Jimmy Velcoso. And Tonga continue to move this ball well. And there'll be another try scored here. This is Manu Lavaka. No, it's not. It's Matt Roel.
And they showed us last year, these lads from Samoa, that they can play football, believe me. It's Tui Samoa. And now this big lanky fellow and a speedster, Des Meyer. Oh, he'll score! Big swallow dive in, that's a 9.5. Samoans working it across the halfway mark. They take it down inside the 20 through Lamatia. Oh, and Tui Samoa, he gets the 4-pointer. This is mid. Through the hands of Pearson. He dropped onto the boot then for the clear by Stedman. A very deep kick. One of the Great Britain players is coming so fast. This is St. John Ellis. Ellis! Oh, St. John! St. John! Near the 40-metre line, his own end. Now Medley. Spins it back inside. And Martin Pearson is through the gap. They won't catch him. They're not making any impression. And Martin Pearson gets the second try for the Great Britain side. Now they're coming back. Chris Joint around the legs. Up the top was Lee Jackson. The Samoans go to the right. And it's to Samoa. And wider. And Meyer gets his second try. A chance now for Great Britain. 20 seconds to go. They kick ahead off the boot of Stedman. St. John Ellis is coming from nowhere. And it's a try.
Oh, he got him, Rabs.
Slowly but surely. Des Meyer plays the ball. Kicked ahead there by the number 2, Aliki Meyer. 6 more tackles. Wide. Numacia scores for the Samoans. They win the match.
My old mate and fellow footy tab big mouth Fatty Vaughton probably summed up this season's World Sevens the best when he called it a dive-a-thon. Putting the ball down at the Sevens has become a spectacular art form in itself.
Second tackle. 4 tackles to go.
Again, Papione getting Throwing the ball wide, and Toivita.
He's got the legs too.
No one's going to get near him. Go and score, my friend.
Get him, Billy.
Billy Harrigan, the closest one to him. Oh, and the swallow dive.
9.6.
A couple of tackles left for Manly before they hand it over. Matthew Rich comes into the play once more, trailing him through, and making the break is none other than Clifford Lyons, and he puts on his exhibition. That might be a 9.9 for the old fella.
The defence is good. Talking about Fiji being a... Oh, great move here. That's steer mag. Oh, and there's the signature tune right at the end there.
Oh, I reckon he's gone out before he took the ball there. It doesn't matter.
Second time in this very match, but he just refuses to go off. He just keeps coming back.
Keep in mind, Western Samoa to score. They really need to
This
be
is
next
the
to the
man,
post.
Peter. Oh, have a look at that. He's nearly jumped over the crossbar.
Papua New Guineans very keen to throw the ball wide. Here's Philip Bogey. Bogey's going to score. They've given up the South Africans. They just stopped dead. Go and score it, Philip Bogey.
Now let's see it. Yeah!
Well, it's just become a dive-a-thon here at the SFS.
Great beers don't just come out of the blue. It takes time. So what's so special about Foster's Special?
Whoever thought we'd see the day when the Japanese would come to town in search of rugby league excellence? Well, believe it or not, they've finally arrived on the international scene, with this year's Sevens giving them a baptism of fire. The Japanese, of course, lead the world in so many areas, so who is brave enough to suggest that they can't make a decent fist of league in years to come? They'll be back for sure.
I can't express my feeling. It's so good. The International Rugby League is very good for me and for us.
Last year during the Sevens, I was reading the program and it had that Japan were going to be involved in rugby league in the future, and I'd been over there for a year, so I contacted Bob Abbott and just asked him what was happening over there, and he told me that they were looking to develop it in the future, but as of yet there was nothing over there, so I suggested to him that I'd try to get something together for next year's Sevens, and this is it. So it's been a bit difficult, but because getting the blokes from around the country, rugby union is very big in Japan, and it's been successful in blocking blokes from even coming along the training. But you know, these blokes are keen, and we've been training in snow and everything. They've had a lot of fun. They've given their best, and I'm sure things will go on from here. They'll be better next year. These players now, they know what's out there, they know what they're up against, and in training, you know, it'll be a different attitude next year. And it's been a learning curve, so they'll go on with it. For a game that's not played in the country, there's an enormous interest. I mean, in the rugby magazines, for instance, there's often articles about rugby league. A lot of the players, although they're not familiar with the game, they're familiar with the stars of the game. And I think they enjoy watching the game. At least the players that I've come across, they've all enjoyed the videos. They've asked for more. They like the State of Origin. They love watching Canberra. And you know, from those videos, they've got their own heroes. So they definitely love watching the game. The people at large, they enjoy sport, and this is somewhat of they see this as a gladiator sport.
There are all sorts of claims being made about light beers these days. So what's so special about Foster's Special?
It's back to headquarters as the 1994 World Sevens action hots up. Day 2 will sort the men from the boys.
Player's head. Sort of start the Penrith are looking for 40 metres out, and that's Mark Bell, a new signing from Western Suburbs.
Plenty of new faces in the Penrith lineup for 94. Among them, of course, Mark Bell, as Peter mentioned. This is Big Mackay handing it off, getting it away, and Freeman it was that chimed in. There's a chance on for Matthew Singh. Matthew Singh gets the first points for Penrith. And we've had just over 2 minutes of the first half. Blake was dominant last night, just pulling his legs in over that touchline. No marker. Mark Bell's got to be out of the game if he gets involved. He's gone back now. Barnes put a hand on it. That's a try.
Or legend.
Blake now puts on a spurt. He knows there's trouble for the Dragons. There's no trouble for Phil Blake, though. He's made 2. He lays on his 3rd. Kelly keeping a very big 10. He's got them about 12 metres back. Hardy puts Goulet down the left of the park. Freeman was confronted by the awesome sight. And Phil Blake, he might as well take this game home with him as a memento. He owns it.
Silva Tabua. Now, Takui Tonga. But Takui Tonga just palms the defence out of the way. And it's going to be Joe Takui Tonga. Well, he ran out of puff, but he's got support there from Koravatu, and he's going to score out wide.
Yeah, the Fijians showing why 5 of them are already signed for Winfield Cup clubs. I wouldn't be surprised if the chief executives are lining up here in the tunnel to look at the other 5. Some superb play in attack and defence.
Yeah, let's not forget for the PNG side, number 6. He's played very well in this game.
Now here's an opportunity for Papua New Guinea. Out it comes to Naviri, I think that is.
Just wondering if this Fiji side might trouble one of the Winfield Cup sides later on in the competition. They're a very physical side. Probably lack the pace of some of the Winfield Cup sides as New Guinea throw it wide and could be a try out here. It is.
It'll be a try for David Buka.
Vaha. Palmer's out to his left, but a mile away, goes back inside, finds Vince Weir. Now Shane Griffith. He finds Weir again, and Weir scores wide out.
Here comes the Russians, launching a raid. But Mani. And Mani for the corner, and he's in to score. Back for Finau. Charging up the middle, and running off him as well was Matt Rowell, who will score underneath the post.
Pearson away. On through Phil Clark. Now there's a little bit of urgency coming into their play. Stedman, they won't catch him. Bagnall tried hard. Stedman gets it down as Brett Mullins takes him out.
Canberra now 5 tackles to run.
David Thune is into the clear. Have they got the pace to run him down?
Yes, they'll get him.
They're going to get him. Oh, he's throwing him away. He brushed him off like a fly. How embarrassing. John Simon heard the call from Cross, then for Piccinelli, then McGregor, now Riolo. Very little, great try. He had nothing to work in. West leading by 2. 4 1/4 minutes to go. Riolo through the defence and puts John Simon through a big gap. Simon improves it.
So he's having playing well, so is his brother Craig. West has got a bit of work to do now. There's still plenty of time for them, 3.5 minutes.
Tierney is back on the park. Now McGrady. McGrady. Through a needle-eye opening and sprints away to score. Steelers have got 2 minutes and 28 to come back and grab the lead. They should do it right here. Has he got the pace? Duckworth, he gets the try. 45 seconds to go. Wests have got a score on this set of 6. This is their 3rd. Brown finding McGrady. That's the game. That's the game. Magpies. Brad Godden using Jamie Ainscow. On the right of the ground, he's on his way. Saylor will get him. Saylor's got him. Did he promote the football? Referee says no. Try. Alfie Langer kicks out wide for Wendell Saylor. If he gets a bounce, he doesn't need a bounce at the moment. He'll go all the way, or has he given it too much weight? He'll make it. He made it. 18 apiece with 30 seconds to go. Are we heading for extra time? Glanville doesn't think so. Neither does Newcastle. Robbie O'Davis coming in for a try. That's a 9.7. Dimmick. Very good player of this game. And the real game for that matter. Polomouta chased by Shane Wilson. He's too strong. The Canterbury number 7 gets a try.
They'll be looking to put something on here. Only 5 seconds left, almost the last play of this half. As Darryl Trindle, if he gets the bounce, he'll score. He does exactly that. Great thinking. He's scored 2 tries now.
There's no reason why Bob McCarthy won't continue. He's the first-grade coach. Kenny Shine, the reserve grade coach, and I'm in the under-21. So there's no way that I could do it anyway.
Well, whoever's
even if I
coached
could.
this seven side has done a good job. Those last two passages of play, absolutely outstanding. And again, the Canterbury defence has been tremendous. Good ball from Craig Field, keeps the play alive. Another flick pass inside, the little kick through. That's a try.
It's a try scored by Paul Mellor.
Oh, this is Shane Brett. Be sure to get Andy a footy tab and back those Roosters.
He gets on the inside, which he's
great
done.
step. Great step. I don't think they'll stop him. There's a man in front of him. Oh, he's run straight into it.
Good judge, Rabs. Still got it.
Keith Blackett coming up with an important tackle. Parramatta still coming back on side. There's numbers out here, but they've scrambled quite well. There's Ricketson inside to Orford. He'll score.
They won't stop Orford, sure. That's exactly right. What about the Samoans? They're 55-1. Here's a chance for the Eels. Speechley's inside the 20. There's the support. Little Stewie Galbraith. Ricketson. They got the numbers. Have they what? Wayne Simons was 1 on 3, but now they've come back to where they've got an overlap back on the left now. The Parramatta must have been bunched in the centre. Jeff Orford gets his second try. Made that tackle on Gaffey. Brendan Hall puts it up for Brian Smith, who steps inside of Michael Speechley. Then floats the ball out for the speed man on the right. That's Jeff Orford. Orford comes in contact with Andrew Patmore, beats him, takes off for the line. Oh, solo performance. Big dive by Orford. Crowd in at the football stadium. Pretty hard to tell exactly how many, but it looks like a crowd of somewhere around 20,000. Certainly bigger than last night, and they posted 25. The Roosters now spreading it in the final seconds of the game. Keogh back into the centre. Ricketson hands it up. Keogh floats it out. It looked to go a touch forward. Gaffey goes over the line though. And Eastern Suburbs, they put the seal on the game.
Yeah, straight back line play there by Manly, but no one wanted to go forward. It was stand and pass and no angle changes. That's the go of these sevens. You've got to change angles and look for the holes. Clippy Lyons weaving some magic now.
And finding a gap too, and has gone straight through for the first score of the game. Manly a little subdued in the first half. Terry Hill running straight across field and straightening but not finding the gap. And well, he's up and going again. Coast defenders didn't want to hang on to him. Cliffy Lyons getting it away from Matthew Ridge. And running off Ridge with a good pass to him was Jamie Olgenick. And backing up on the outside is Daniel Gartner. Basketball pass back inside. Manly keep the football alive. Cliffy Lyons is going to go in for try number 2.
Trying to force a drop out from under the post. But Edwardson light fantastic. And here's a great break made. Looks like Craig Wilson gets some support here.
Soden in support, and here's Florimo. Florimo setting sail for the line. I think he's going to get there, right alongside the post. Greg Florimo, and great start from North Sydney. But North Sydney have the football, but only about 3.5 to go.
And Gary Belcher pointed out the work of Gary Larson. He's got the ball now, and he was the man who came up with the try saver and may have set up a try here for North Sydney. Yes, it will. Billy Moore, he's got to get round under the posts. Yes, he's done well. He's beaten Paul Green's attempted tackle. That should be 6 taken off the scoreline. But unlucky there, he had 2 players in support. Found the Cronulla player, and away goes Mitch Healy.
He's had a fine game, Healy. I don't think he's going to have the pace here or not. Yeah, he is going to have the pace. Got out of that attempted tackle and scores. A well-deserved try.
Beautiful pass. Talking of Adamson, the Constable strides in for a try. He went to Penrith last year in the middle of the season, if memory serves me correctly. Graham Mackay now. He's only got to just give it a little bit more weight or go for the scoop and pick up. He did that.
Yeah, good play there from Mackay.
This was really a match to decide who plays the trophy, who plays the plate. Great recovery by the Tigers. And a try.
Shades of Canterbury. Gearin.
Some of these sides have been in scintillating form. Manly no exception. Eastern Suburbs, St George. Edwards. Chip and chase. Nathan Wood. He got a ricochet and a hand off Penrith. It's a try.
Tremendous try. Here is Alkima. The PNG come up with it.
It's a bad mistake again for the South Africans on the second tackle. So they have 4 tackles to go.
Again, Papua New Guinea throwing the ball wide. And Toivita.
He's got the legs too.
No one's going to get near him. Go and score, my friend.
Get him, Billy.
Billy Harrigan, the closest one to him. Oh, and the swallow dive.
9.6.
And there's been some quite entertaining play in this match. The Papua New Guineans very keen to throw the ball wide. Here's Philip Bogey. Bogey's going to score. Look, they've given up, the South Africans. They just stopped dead. Go and score it, Philip Bogey.
Now let's see it. Yeah!
Last tackle for the Americans. Arico might get this. He does.
Oh, tremendous play.
10 metres out. Last tackle now for the Americans. New got it across for Dwyer.
Great ball.
Great try. David New goes in to score the second American try.
So another of the not out of a jet, but they're down 14-12 and New Zealand in possession.
Here's trouble. Here's Weir again. Those little legs pumping away, and the pass on to Osborne. Back it comes for Stewart. Stewart's got some support. Out it comes now to Leota. Put the glasses down. Richard Leota is going to score another New Zealand try.
As you can see, one of the Japanese players down hurt in the foreground there. They'll need to get someone out there fairly quickly.
That was Kenichi Osada coming over the top with a fine tackle. Here's the Russians threatening. And out near the dark corner is the number 3 player for Russia who's going to go in and score, and that is Makarov, Mikhail Makarov.
Bless you.
Thank you. Aishi Fukuda getting it back for Hiroshi Ogawa. And look at Hiroshi go! And Hiroshi's... No, he double movement. Oh, he's going to give him a try.
No, it's a try, and it's good work. It was well done by Hiroshi Ogawa because he knew that he wasn't held. Well, wouldn't it be great down the track if the game can evolve enough so that we might see them on the international scene one day? It's unfortunate rugby league, I suppose, really only played on a test level by a few nations, especially compared to other sports, and that's why something like this tournament is so important. One day we just might see these players
look at Ogawa
at test level, and that's great stuff from Japan. Keeping the ball alive, it's got support inside, doesn't need it. What about the change of pace there? Suji Matobi and gets it round next to the post. That's great stuff from Japan.
Tui Samoa, he had a dominating effect against the British side last night. He hasn't shone out tonight.
We're talking about Brett Mullins. He featured very well.
Here's a chance, Pete. Ruben Wiki. There's the first try. There's the points we were looking for. It comes with 2 minutes to go. 9 metres out from the line. Scrappy played the ball. Tamabi. Back and across to Tatupu. There's the try! Tony Tatupu! He scores! The Samoans go into the Cup quarter-final.
I'm Tony Tamabi, the West Samoa captain. I hope you people up there watching the old box and enjoying the World Sevens. I'm really enjoying it over here, and I hope people in Samoa are enjoying it as well, and all in New Zealand as well. Thank you.
There's a new day dawning. You feel it in the air. The world's growing closer. You see it everywhere.
Cathay Pacific, helping the new world of international travelers arrive in better shape.
Okay, we've seen the top 5 dives, so now let's sample the finest 4-pointers from this fabulous festival of footy.
What can they do? It's with Peterson. A little run around. And there goes Nagus. Nagas desperately trying to keep it alive. It's come back to Burnham. Burnham's got room to move in numbers. Burnham's got support from Alexander.
Oh, they pulled it out. And aren't they happy about it, the Canberra Raiders?
Wouldn't it be great down the track if the game can evolve enough so that we might see them on the international scene one day? Unfortunately, rugby league, I suppose, really only played on a test level by few nations, especially compared to other sports. And that's why something like this tournament is so important. One day we just might see these players.
Look at it go
at test level. That's great stuff from Japan. Keeping the ball alive. It's got support inside. Doesn't need it. What about the change of pace there? Suzy Matobian gets it round next to the post. That's great stuff from Japan. One of the unusual things about Fiji, they're prepared to go backwards to go forward. They don't mind how much ground they look like losing as long as they keep the ball alive. Cuba Wide does exactly that. Picks up Saru. It is the last tackle.
Trying to keep the ball alive. Savatabua was there to pick it up. It's gone out to Nandruku. A long pass out to Nalagaliga. Back to Savatabua. And here comes Noah Nandruku. The big step, and Fiji's going to score.
This is really a match to decide who plays the trophy, who plays the plate. Great recovery by the Tigers. And a try.
Shades of Canterbury. Gearin. There's no reason why Bob McCarthy won't continue. He's the first grade coach. Kenny Shine, the reserve grade coach, and I'm in the under-21. So there's no way that I could do it anyway.
Well,
even if I could.
This seven side has done a good job. Those last two passes to play, absolutely outstanding. And again, the Canterbury defence has been tremendous. Good ball from Craig Field, keeps the play alive. Another flick pass inside, the little kick through. That's a try.
It's a great try.
Score by Paul Mellor.
There are a lot of colourful claims being made by light beers these days. So what's so special about Foster's Special?
We started with 27 teams on the Friday night, and now 2 days of intense competition has revealed the 8 Cup quarter-finalists. At the end of the line lies the $100,000 Coca-Cola carrot for the victorious outfit.
Record back in 1988, the inaugural year, when he scored the most points in the tournament. 62 he scored, playing for Souths when they won it in 1988. He took control of their match against Penrith, scored 2, laid 2 more on and saved another, and here's the Dragons at it again. Jeff Hardy mightn't have the pace. Glanville's got him, got the ball inside, heard the call from Goulet. Goulet tackled 5 metres out, but that's not far enough for him. He falls over the line.
I think they've had exceptional series. Mark Granville's been good, and Robbie McCormack around the dummy half area has been good.
Chance here, block out for the Mercurial Phil Blake. He gets the bounce reasonable. That's a try. I'm sure he's gone over with momentum.
St George hold on and retain this 10-point lead.
Walker through a gap which was promoted for him by Jeff Hardy. He hasn't got the pace, obviously. He's looking for help. He found it in the shape of Goldthorpe. Goldthorpe pursued by McCormack, who makes the tackle, but just a shade too late. So it's New Zealand now with a very good chance. 40 metres out. This is Mike Tamati. In and around and over the 20-metre line. Oh, he's going to go all the way and score, Tamati. It's a bit of a shock because I think most people thought the Fijians would be wheeling and dealing as they like it. The Samoans are strong, the Tongans are quite strong. These fellows, they won't be lacking too much in experience when they arrive at the World Cup, and they certainly won't be lacking in points if this fellow has his own way. He's off for the line. Koravata scores. Fiji's second try, 10 points to 6 now. Fiji and New Zealand at 12 points all. Nalagalagi's pass, it looked a fraction forward, but this is Noah Nandruku. Nandruku, he does it so easily, loses the footing. Here's the call from Lee Nalagalagi, and Nalagalagi goes in for the Fijian try.
Fiji are the kind of side that are going to close the game out, but aren't they? They're just as likely to maybe make a mistake or score a try.
Have a look at that bloke off the mark. This is Decoy Toga. Off the mark like greased lightning. just ambles across, and he's entitled to soak up time now until somebody else arrives. 15 out from the line. No score on the board. Third quarter final of the Cup. Ridge across to Elsgood. Elsgood down. Flick passes back for Lyons. Lyons around Orford, and Cliffy Lyons gets the try. Lyons throws the dummy. Still quick over a few metres, Cliff. Cunningham pursued by Orford. Now Manly looking to get another try on the board. And Jamie Olginek it is that takes it.
Ah, yes, the old warhorse Cliffy Lyons. He started that one once again with a nice dummy right up the middle.
Keep chopping and changing the angle, and that's what this game is all about, as they endeavour to outmaneuver the opposition. Keogh held it back nicely. Lowry's passes into the arms of Prothero, and Prothero will score. That's the second. Terry Hill uses the blind side, tries to do it. Oh, great pass! Oh, that's a super pass! Denny Moore scores. Ah, but put it down to Terry Hill. This is for Mano. Now the chance is there, and they take it. Vaikoso. Ah, straight through. Tonga goes back to the lead. This is the last. Peter Lima runs the blind to Tupu from dummy half with the ball. Meyer puts the grubber through, looks to recapture. May have got a touch. May have got a touch. Yes, it's a try.
Bit of rivalry between yourself and Tonga?
Mate, it's always like that when the islands clash. Two coconuts clash together, mate, it explodes just like that.
Pull down 12 metres out. From Brown at dummy half. Mundine runs the angle. Goulet comes back the other way. Jeff Hardy handles before Maybon and now Brown. And into the corner goes Blake. That's a fair try. But Brad Mackay is back on the park. As Walker chimes in, and Peter Phillips goes in for the second St George try. Well, the Fijians, without a loss how to handle St George.
The Kuatoga to ground.
Saru using Toga again. They sweep it to the left through Sovatabua. In the hands of Kudroika. Away from Ravenel. There's a try coming, is there? Yes, it's a try for the Fijians. Harrigan's given it.
This is really a key part of the game. Phillips, if he can get the ball back inside as he does to Maybon, they look dangerous again.
Walker. Through Hardy and Phillips. It's out with Mundine, and oh, here he goes again. Philip Blake. He can lay the tries on. He can finish them off. He can convert them. This game is made for Phil Blake. Brad Mackay came on during the first half, though we'd been told by reports he was out for a fortnight. Here's Brown making a nice incision, and Anthony Mundine, he's very fast and they will not catch him. He will come around and he will score behind the uprights. Another of the very good juniors at St George. And Paio Kubawai also out injured. So they're trying to do it with a squad of 8. Here's a good chance for them from the kick-off, and lo and behold, they've scored. The mere fact that Brad Mackay would want to go back out there and risk injury. Here's the Fijians. They might be down, but they're not out. Nalagalagi's pass out wide for Sovatabua, and then he backs up and does the run around Nalagalagi, that is. And going in to score is Koravata. Nothing means more than to reach the semi-finals of the major. And they've done well, but Lady Luck didn't help them, robbing them of Nandruku, their star, and Kubawai. Here they are throwing it around. Koravata away. And the pass comes down with Ili Toga. He's been bought by Western Suburbs. And every time he does that, a smile comes over the face of Warren Ryan. Tatupu. And if Manly were the red-hot favourites to win this, you'd never know it. And Peter Lima's on his way. He'll score. Peter Lima. Up goes the arm. In goes the dive. And up goes the clenched fist. Yes. Steve Roach.
Yes, Aligi Maya, who hurt his shoulder yesterday for Western Samoa, is trying to get back out on the field, but the trainers are pulling him off. I don't think he'll take any further part.
Owen Cunningham's taking part, and now Jack Elstood. Elstood racing in to score for Manly. 10-4. Lions. Hill. Well done by Terry Hill. Now it's Oljanik who's away. There is defence converging, but only to shut him down into the wide region of the park. Ridge. Lions straight ahead. Big dummy by Cliff. Now, has he got the pace? 3 years ago, yes, but not today. Denny Moore gives it to him, though. The pace, I mean. And Denny Moore goes in to score. This is the man who was injured twice in the tournament. Second time in this very match, but he just refuses to go off. He just keeps coming back.
Keep in mind, Western Samoa to score. They really need
this
to
is the man, Peter. Oh, have a look at that. He's nearly jumped over the crossbar. A couple of tackles left for Manly before they hand it over. Matthew Rich comes into the play once more, trailing him through, and making the break is none other than Clifford Lyons, and he puts on his exhibition. That might be a 9.9 for the old fella.
Oh, it's been a diving contest.
Some light bitters seem to lose that crisp, clean taste after a couple of glasses. So what's so special about Foster's Special?
For the teams that missed out on the Cup quarterfinals, there's always some consolation at the Sevens, with the plate and trophy divisions offering the chance to souvenir something from the weekend. Great Britain were expected to fare well in the Cup competition, didn't, but made up for it in the plate final against Balmain, while Papua New Guinea were the crowd favourites in the trophy decider against Canberra.
In 2 plays, they have gone from one end of the field to the other from a kick-off. So the Englishmen are in control again, about 40 metres out from the Balmain line. Chris Joint across for Ellis. Now Clark comes back the other way. Got through some feeble defence, you got to say, and got support from Alan Tate, and the Pongs are in again.
They started well, Phil Clark. And the referee could have easily given the penalty the other way. He elected to give it to Balmain. You see Timmy Brasher searching for an opening, going across field. You get the ball inside. Beautiful pass, Timmy Brasher.
James Carrick there to pick up a magnificent pass from Tim Brasher. So Papua New Guinea in possession in their own quarter. Moving it out wide. And a nice run. Mullins coming quickly, but the Papua New Guineans keep the football alive, and they're looking very threatening, and this is going to be a magnificent Papua New Guinea try. What a try that is! Scored by Tuksi Karoo. Canberra searching for the gaps and finding it very easily as Ken Nagas improves the position again.
This could be the Papua New Guineans' last opportunity.
Well, they do have an opportunity indeed, as down the touchline goes Maviri. Maviri scores from the restart of play. And this will be the last movement coming up now for Canberra. What can they do? It's with Peterson, a little run around. And there goes Nagas. Nagas desperately trying to keep it alive. It's come back to Burnham. Burnham's got room to move in numbers. Ferner's got support from Alexander.
Oh, they pulled it out. And aren't they happy about it, the Canberra Raiders?
Can't get through that Papua New Guinea defence. It's back from Nagas. Nagas got support from Peterson. Peterson reaches out. That's the final. The trophy final goes to Canberra. As Troy Peterson was able to run off that pass and just reach out.
The preliminaries are out of the way, so let's relive the main event as the Manly machine runs hot.
Joseph with a real diving pass. Lions gave it away and Cunningham gets the first try. That'll be the first of many. Hill a dummy half. First receiver Kosef. Long ball for Lions. He runs a dummy play with Ridge. Then for Cunningham now for the flying Jack Elsgood. He doesn't have to fly, though. That's also simple. And Manly go in for another. Played by Kosef. Manly back on their own 10-metre line. This is where you don't need to make mistakes. Terry Hill got a nice pass from Cliff Lyons, beautifully timed. Hill's into the clear, Western Suburbs to Manly this year. What a purchase he's proving to be already with his 7th career. Indelible in the minds of the Manly fans as he puts it down for a try, pursued by Mundine, but in vain. It's all Manly. Manly purchasing some very big names, including Terry Hill. Of course, David Gillespie. Here's St George now on the end of a thrashing at the moment, but they're trying to come back, and Phil Blake's the best man to do it. Mundine out from dummy half. These youngsters, Mundine and Walker, Nathan Brown, they've been very, very good for St George. But Manly have obviously been able to nullify them. Here's Brown now offloading to Goulet. They've got to score. Here's Blake for his second. To the left of the ground. It's gone through 2 sets of hands, and it's with Terry Hill now. In Hardy's tackle, he stands and promotes Ridge. Ridge forced back a couple of paces by Walker, but still able to get it out the back for Danny Moore. Walker busy in defence, unable to shut the ball down. Lyons pushes Algenik ahead. He bumps away from Blake, and the former Penrith junior, Jamie Algenik, goes in for another Manly try. Gartner works the blind, which they've managed to stack up with numbers. Lyons then turns it back open side for Gartner, and Danny Moore will salute that try line again.
And they're going to be very hard to beat. Everyone's looking for a side to beat Brisbane, and Manly probably would be second favourites in the competition now.
I know it doesn't mean much in the final wash-up of the Winfield Cup, Paul, but it is a great way to start the season, isn't it? Having some success.
Here's Jack Elsgood into some open pasture. He's piling on the pace. Here comes Mundine across the park. Elsgood running away from Mundine. The rookie of the year in '93, Jack Elsgood. He's playing with an injury in this, and that's the first time he's gone for the full throttle. As St George go on the attack just outside the 20-metre line, they promote it quickly to the left, and Nathan Brown was able to push away from Jamie Algenik and put the ball in for St George try. Is getting up onto an equal plateau with the Brisbane Broncos. Here's Scott Goulet, who's just signed with St George for a couple of more years, but nothing's turning out for the Dragons. Past this young man, Daniel Gartner. He'll verify it as he goes in for a Manly try, and that's the end of it, really. 44 points to 12.
Cliff, an excellent start, but I think it was your defence that set the tone for the win.
Yeah, that's right, Badge. Said before the game that our defence, we're going to win it, defence will win it for us, and it turned out that way.
Well done, mate, and more to come in '94 for the Sea Eagles.
For sure, mate, that's just the start of the season there, and it's something to build on from there.
Well, that's it for the 1994 Coca-Cola World Sevens. Another spectacular success, I'm sure you'll agree. This is John Gibbs saying thanks for tuning into the New Look Big League video, and don't forget to put your money where your mouth is. Footy Tab.